Welcome to 2 out of 3 Recommend. I'm Lee.
And I'm Brett.
We're two brothers out of three getting together to chat.
And recommend drinks, movies, shows, and things to keep you busy.
Welcome to another episode of 2 out of 3 Recommend. We are 2 out of 3 brothers reviewing and recommending stuff. Good evening, Brett.
Good evening.
I'm glad you opened these because I don't like these.
That's why I did it. I'm a good person. That's
my good deed. All right, we've got another episode of stuff to recommend for you this week. Let's start with a drink.
Yes.
What have you got?
I went to Dan Murphy's. My mate Dan went and saw him.
You've actually bought one for a change. Normally it's me.
Yeah, because I was out at lunch. And Dan Murphy's is near work, so I went to Dan Murphy's. And I bought lemon myrtle vodka with Kakadu plum and soda from the Penny Avenue Distillery.
Okay.
So it's a local.
It's celebrating Aussie botanicals.
It's located on the beautiful Mornington Peninsula. They create Australian botanical vodka. It's no carb, it's low calorie, vegan friendly, Australian owned, locally made, and 100% delicious.
Oh, lemon myrtle vodka. So it's not vodka with lemon myrtle. Yeah, okay. They've used the lemon myrtle in the distilling of the vodka.
Yeah.
Like they do that with gin.
Yeah, damn it.
Yeah, but it's with Kakadu plum and soda.
I want lemon.
Okay, all right. Let's see what we get.
Yeah, that's all right.
All right.
Ready?
Cheers.
Cheers. Ooh.
Not enough.
You know what it tastes like?
Soda water.
You know Icy Poles?
I do know them quite well, actually, over my years.
Like lemonade Icy Poles.
Yeah.
But a cheaper brand, melted.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like not Streets Icy Pole. Like
Icy Pole brand Icy Poles.
Yeah.
Yeah. It tastes like soda water.
There's
all right.
not enough flavour for me.
If you're a seltzer fan,
You'd love it.
you'll like it.
It's not what I was expecting.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I supported a local business. I'm not supporting them with my review of their products, but that's fine.
No, we're saying, because this is the thing with our drink reviews, we have a sweet tooth.
Actually, not. Like it warms on you.
We have a sweet tooth, right? Hopefully it's not too warm yet. So things that aren't sweet, we're not going to review highly. But we're not going to be Margaret and David.
Yes.
And say, I don't like this. Well, actually, we can. We can say, I don't like this, but we're not going to say this is bad.
I'm not going to be MasterChef judge and be like, I don't like spicy food. How dare you make me something spicy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This, if you like a seltzer, you will like this.
It's not bad. It's quite refreshing.
Yeah, I think if on a hot day, it's good.
I like the can. It just looks nice. It looks very Australian.
It's well designed. I'm looking forward to them selling a lot more so that they can not do the sticker on the can thing.
Yeah.
But I understand the need for that these days.
The sticker on the can works better than some other stickers on cans that we've had.
Yeah, I still have that Knocktail undrunk.
I wasn't going to name them
in the fridge. No, I am going to say not good Knocktail because you're actually just overpricing your soda water.
Not bad.
Anyway, this is
not getting much plum.
This tasty little number is a blend of our lemon myrtle and Kakadu plum vodka with soda. Nothing else needed. Enjoy.
Debatable.
We don't have a snack because I ate all the prawn crackers with dinner.
Yeah, you did. But I would recommend prawn crackers.
Yeah, we ordered Chinese, and I said, let's do the prawn crackers as a snack. And then I ate all of them as we were loading the dishwasher.
Yep.
I have watched something
I would recommend
recently.
MSG. Fucking nice.
Oh, thanks, Uncle Roger. I would recommend Uncle Roger.
What's Uncle Roger?
On YouTube. Look him up.
Okay.
He's funny. He's a comedian named Nigel Ng. He came up with a character, Uncle Roger, which allows him to basically just take the piss out of his Asian heritage.
Okay.
He's very funny. You can't repeat anything that he says.
Okay.
Okay?
Right.
It's one of those.
Okay, sure. Cool.
And not one of those in a...
Yes, he's one
way.
of those type of comedians.
Yeah. Like George Lopez.
Okay.
I don't know why. He popped into my head because I watched Blue Beetle, and that's all I know him from. I've never watched an episode of the George Lopez show.
I did. Terrible.
Yeah. You're not the target.
I'm not the target for a George Lopez sitcom?
Hispanic family comedy, no.
God.
Sorry to break that to you. Speaking of not the market for, I read this book.
Okay, because I don't read, people.
The Thursday Murder Club, right?
Oh, but I play netball on Thursdays.
It is a stupidly...
The dog did it, everybody.
Yeah.
Spoiler alert. Dog's on the cover.
There's not a dog in the book.
But Elizabeth nods and thinks, so 2 bodies. I'm not going to read any further. That could be a spoiler.
Yeah, there are 2 murders. So,
a lot of reviews.
It's a ridiculously high-selling novel.
Oh, I've never heard of it.
The genre is cozy. You haven't heard of it because they haven't made a movie out of it. The genre is cozy mystery, right? Which is a sub-genre of mystery. Murder, She Wrote, Miss Marple, Rosemary and Thyme. Remember that show? Probably not.
I thought you were going to say Rosemary's Baby. I'm like, that is not cozy. Jesus.
That is the kind of thing you think of when you think of cozy mystery. So the idea of a cozy mystery, without getting too nerd on anybody, the idea of a cozy mystery is it's not the cops. So it's not Mariska Hargitay.
It's me.
It's you, right?
Babysitter's Club.
Yeah.
Harriet the Spy.
Nancy Drew.
Yeah. The
So
Saddle
it's-
Club, do they solve murders?
Probably not.
Okay. The Hardy Boys.
Yeah,
Riverdale.
but less weird.
Okay.
And less of a vehicle for KJ Appa's abs.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this is set in a retirement village, and there's
Poker face. Sorry.
There's 4 of them that have a Thursday murder club where they get together in the jigsaw puzzle room on a Thursday afternoon and go through old cases and talk about the murder and try to solve them.
So where do
Right.
did they used to be detectives?
No.
Okay.
One of them used to be a police person who has some old cases.
Okay.
Right? But then an actual murder happens.
Ooh.
In or adjacent to, I won't spoil it, the village. And then a second murder happens in or adjacent to the village.
Okay.
So then they use their skills of various life skills, because it's like we should value the elderly because they have life skills.
Yep.
To help the police, but they do most of the work, solve the murders.
Okay.
I won't say what I didn't like about the book because it's at the end. And
Accepting.
the book is quite funny, and it is very well written, and it is very cute. Old ladies are in there.
Okay.
So even though he's a Richard,
How many old ladies? 4.
3.
Elizabeth, Joyce, Ibrahim, and Ron.
Ibrahim's not a lady. Neither is Ron.
I was just casting it in my mind.
So it is
Judi
British.
Dench.
It is British.
Helen Mirren.
Yep.
Michael Caine can be Ron.
Yeah.
And then Ibrahim can be
No, Ron.
Morgan Freeman.
Michael Caine is a Ron. So you've just cast Red.
Yep.
The cast of Red in the Thursday Murder Club.
I did, with Elizabeth being played by Judi Dench.
Yep.
That's what, there you go. Well, you can chuck a Maggie Smith in there.
Actually, I don't know about Judi Dench, although she was M. Because Elizabeth has this kind of mystery. She just knows someone that works in, like, the Mossad.
Rita Moreno. Jane Fonda. Sally Field.
And Guy Fieri.
Yeah.
80 for Brady was a good movie.
It was, anyway.
Anyway. No,
does he do other stuff?
Yeah, so there's another Thursday Murder Club book, same main characters, in the same setting. I have a feeling that I know where this is going to go into the next one, which is good.
Ibrahim kills Ron.
I am going to pass this on to Mum
Oh.
because she is the target audience.
Okay. Yes. She'd also be the target audience for the movie that I just casted. And it's directed by Ryan Johnson.
We would be taking Mum to see this on Boxing Day.
Yeah.
No, but it's good. It's ridiculously best-selling, and I was in the airport in Denpasar and needed to buy a book. So I bought it. I did enjoy it, even though I'm not the target. It's very well written and it's very funny, and the mystery is pretty good.
So would you say Only Murders in the Building is Cozy Murder Mystery? Or whatever you said it's called? Cozy Mystery?
Cozy Mystery. I would, even though I've not watched it.
Because it's like Selena Gomez solving a murder with two old dudes. Yeah, okay.
The quintessential Cozy Mystery
is Murder, She Wrote. Okay.
Because it's a little kind of villagey feel. It's cute. She's a little old lady. She'll make you a cup of tea while making you confess to a murder.
Okay.
Right. That's the quintessential cozy mystery.
Is that a new term?
This guy, relatively new term. This guy, Elwood Scott, who I've recommended his works before, his next book, this is a little bit ahead because I know the guy. Oh. He's writing a cozy mystery.
Ooh.
That is going to be funny because he is funny, and I'm very much looking forward to reading that cozy mystery. I'm angling my way into an advanced copy as we speak.
Ooh, something to recommend.
Something definitely to recommend. And if you haven't listened before, that author, Elwood Scott, I definitely recommend. And this, The Thursday Murder Club, I do also recommend.
Great.
If you're not much of a reader, I recommended buying it for your mum.
Well, fuck. Spoiler. Hey, Mum.
Sorry.
You're getting The Thursday Murder Club.
No, don't buy it.
I'm going to write the screenplay.
Don't buy it for her because I'm lending this to her next week. All right? What have you, because you don't read, watched recently?
What have I watched? As we speak, there is an ongoing new season of Sex Education.
Yes. Yep.
I have started that. I do like the show. And I thought the first episode was very funny. And Doctor Who steals the show.
Do you think that people aren't happy with him being the Doctor Who because he plays such a queer character in Sex Education?
I think they're not happy because he's queer and black.
Yeah, and not old white man.
Yeah,
or David
woman.
Tennant. They weren't happy with her as a woman, though.
Yeah.
Jodie Whittaker. They weren't happy with her.
But isn't she like the best one?
No.
Oh.
The best one is the oldest, whitest of them.
Ah.
Yeah. Peter?
The first one?
I don't know.
I never watched any.
I've watched less than 30 seconds of Doctor Who.
I almost watched an episode of Doctor Who because Catherine Tate was on it, but then I was like, she's not going to be playing that old nanny.
No, she's not going to be saying, computer says no.
She's not going to be going, am I bothered? I can't go in the TARDIS, am I bothered?
Well,
there's orcs coming, am I bothered? That's the wrong Daleks. Thank you.
I need to watch an episode of Doctor Who because when I was explaining to another author friend about one of the books that I want to write, he said, well, that story's a Doctor Who episode.
Oh.
Like, for the record, I've never watched a Doctor Who, so I'm not stealing it.
Maybe you should just write the screenplay to Thursday Murder Club.
Well, I feel like Richard Osman could do that because he's also a screenwriter.
Fucking pick a lane, mate.
So he may do that if it's something that he wants to do. I think this would be a really good... I think it would be better as a series.
Ooh, like a Poker Face.
Yeah, they're not self-contained, like an anthology series where it's one story across. Because then also he's got the second novel and probably a third novel coming. So
Yep.
Yeah, as a series 2, series 3.
All right. Well, I will call HBO.
And tell them to call Richard Osman.
I'll call BBC One. Yeah. And then I'll call Judy, and I'll call Helen, and I'll call Michael. And then we'll get it together. We'll write the book.
Yeah, let's get it done.
We'll write it, and then I'll win a BAFTA.
Now, can we save the script writing for the musical we're going to write?
Oh, yeah, we are still doing that, aren't we?
Because we better do that soon because there are more and more similar musicals coming. And they just recently took on a Vasica's residency.
They did.
So their star is starring.
Who was I talking about Kylie Minogue the other day?
I wasn't going to say the name so people don't steal the idea. But it's on the record as a while ago. We're doing it.
Yeah, so if anybody out there, we are suing you.
I've got a second idea for the story, which we'll talk about after.
Good. We'll keep them because
yeah.
We'll have two options in case. One will be A Bug's Life and one will be Ants, just to keep it completely different.
Do you reckon Nat Bass would try to make herself star as Kylie in our musical?
She's too old now. Sorry, Nat Bass.
I think
Although she's not playing anyway. I'm not going to say it.
Okay. Can we talk about her singing the incorrect words to the national anthem at Bathurst?
Who did, Nat Bass? Oh, no. Did she forget that we changed the lyrics?
Yes.
Oh, Nat Bass. Yeah. Well, at least then you know it wasn't pre-recorded.
People pounced on it.
Said it was a political thing,
and people now say that she's... People pounced on it and were trying to make a thing out of it, saying that means she's voting no.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. She just, she grew up singing a song, and because she's singing in front of thousands, people just had a moment of brain fart. Right? It's not the right words, correct. And 1 and 3 are better words.
Yep.
But she just made a small mistake.
Yeah.
And she will no doubt come out and say... Well, she will have, because this has happened now, come out and said, I'm sorry. I just made a small mistake.
Yes.
Anyway, no, there's an older lady in our story. Not that Nat Bass is an older lady.
Yep.
The investor.
I can't really remember.
The investor woman.
Danny Minogue.
Yeah.
I watched a TV show. I watched a TV show with Danny Minogue.
Yeah?
It's trash. It's reality TV. Oh. It's called I Kissed a Boy, and it's a British gay dating show.
Oh, yeah, I've heard of that. Trash?
I watched the first couple of episodes. It's actually not too trash, but it's trash enough. But it's not Love Island trash.
Yeah, okay.
But it's still just
is it meant to be trash?
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, right. Do you know the fun one? A couple of weeks ago on Have You Been Paying Attention, they did a segment of Reality Bites.
Oh, yes.
Where they just played random... The reality shows that I reckon they find when they were researching identify these well-known versions of international reality TV formats.
Yes.
But couldn't use it because there's nowhere else in the world.
Okay.
The one that I found hilarious was Game of Clones.
Oh,
which
my
they
God.
pick a British guy... It's a British show. Oh, there's 2 that I found hilarious. They pick a guy.
Yep.
Get him to describe his ideal woman. Then find 10 of them.
Oh, my shit.
And put them in the bachelor mansion. So the scene they showed is him walking in and there are 10 women.
Anna Kournikovas just standing there.
All look the same. Wearing the same dress, same hair colour.
I have a question.
Yep.
Why did I go straight to Anna Kournikova?
Because...
Was I doing a Russian bride kind of thing?
No, in the late 90s, every man had the hots. Every straight man had the hots for Anna Kournikova.
Yeah. And any gay one had them for Enrique Iglesias. And look what happened there.
So that was hilarious. Game of Clones. The other one was a German one.
Oh, God.
Called The Super Baby, right? And from the clip and the way they talked about it, the clip they showed was... The woman has 3 men competitors.
Okay, competing for her love.
And we assume, because of the name of the show, they are competing for the right to impregnate her.
Oh, God, yeah.
And the contest that episode was to see who had the quickest sperm.
Oh, my God. Who would sign up for that?
It only lasted 1 episode, Tom Gleisner says.
Oh.
But I think that's fantastic, and I reckon Netflix should reboot it.
It's premiere ejaculation. Here you go.
If you put that as a you should watch next after Too Hot to Handle, I'm watching it.
Yep. You know what show I also want to try find if I can watch it here in Australia?
Yep.
There's this American one called Claim to Fame. And from what I can gather from clips I've seen on Facebook,
yep,
that it's like people who are somehow related to someone famous or something.
Okay.
And they are in a house together. And the thing is that everybody else has to work out what is your claim to fame.
Oh.
So it's like you're, someone's kid or something.
Could it be that my second cousin once removed was one of the dancers at the MCG when Kiss played?
No. Because they have to be someone you know. Like,
it's a fact.
I know it's a fact, but she's not a celebrity. I'm sorry. She's 12.
No offense. Also, I couldn't pick her. They all had the makeup on. I didn't know which one was her.
So I want to try and find that. So that'll be my mission for this week.
Okay.
To find claim to fame. It'll probably be. It sounds like something that's going to be on Paramount Plus. So
While you're looking,
find the Traders Canada.
Also look for the original Australian version of The Mole.
Oh, yes. And I will also look for something that's getting rebooted. Gladiators.
Cannot wait.
Hosted by Bo What's-His-Face and I think Liz Ellis.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah.
So the Australian reboot of Gladiators, I'm reluctantly clicking on newidea.com.
Bo Ryan, that's his name.
All right, this is from New Idea. Iconic 90s reality TV classic Australian Gladiators is getting a new lease on life almost 30 years after it first premiered.
Mate, if they don't have fucking Vulcan on there, I'm not watching.
Hosting Gladiators are Liz Ellis and Bo Ryan.
There you go.
The Bo Ryan is also hosting the Amazing Race Australia Celebrity Edition.
Yeah.
So he's having a moment.
They use the term celebrity pretty loosely.
When Liz was asked how this compares to... Actually, I'm going to come back to that.
Okay.
When Liz asked how this compares to being crowned the 2023 Queen of I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here, she said...
Yeah, because did you know that is Liz Ellis's greatest personal achievement in her career?
According to New Idea, it is.
Yeah.
I'm super pumped to be hosting Gladiators with Bo, who is in the gym as we speak, trying to match it with the Gladiators.
She's kind of funny, Liz Ellis.
Yeah. Talking about Bo, he couldn't wait to get in the ring with Liz. I am beyond excited to be hosting Gladiators alongside the great Liz Ellis, he revealed. Liz is a national treasure because she won
Celebrity, yeah.
And we are going to have a lot of fun. I grew up watching and loving Gladiators and can't wait to get into it. It's going to be spectacular. Liz Ellis has aged very gracefully.
She has.
Not that she is old.
No.
She
would be nearly 50.
Yeah. No, I didn't. That's not. She's
maybe
old.
Over 50.
The original. Oh, so the Australian Gladiators was based on American Gladiators from 1989. There was a British one in the 90s as well.
Yep.
That's what made the format that then we got.
Right.
There is a photo in this article
of Vulcan
of the originals, and God, they look daggy in their little
Liz Ellis is
leotardy things. Oh, well done.
There you go.
Fury, Cougar, Delta, Cheetah, Vulcan, Blaze, Storm, Blazer. Storm was one of them as well.
Yeah.
They have to...
I just hope that kids watch this and then they put down their phones and their iPads and then they go to the school playground and they get on the monkey bars and they try and do that one where you had to rip your legs around the other one and pull them down. And then I also hope that they grab the cushions off their modular sofa and try and hit your brother with it.
Like the gauntlet.
Yeah.
Do you know what? There are primary teachers all around the country that are about to ban the rings from the playground. That is going to happen.
There are schools around the country making sure that their insurance is up to date.
Oh, yeah. That guy that's on TikTok, that tests play equipment and he just throws dolls into...
Oh, yeah.
Luke something.
Yeah. It will come up on my thing now.
He's going to have a great time.
That's great.
There was a revival in 2008.
Yeah, they did try to do it.
Gladiators, but that didn't have the same format.
Yes.
It didn't work.
Right.
So I don't know if there are names for them yet. They don't have their names on their outfits. Although one has wings, so that's an unfair advantage.
Oh, gosh. I hope they don't do the one where in the rings.
Fly.
Yeah.
It
was pretty cool. It was a cool show.
I actually can't wait. I can't see when it's coming.
Nah.
But it will be on
Channel
10 and Paramount Plus.
Of course.
So, according to Channel 10, the cast list of competing gladiators includes NRL star Sandor Early, powerlifting champion Jamie Morris, pro athlete Harriet Roberts, F45 trainer Blessings Chilufia, fitness guru Damien Ryder, and Hollywood stunt woman Chanique Grayling.
Okay.
CrossFit champions Alethea Boone, Khan Porter, and Caitlin Van Ziel also round out the cast alongside bodybuilder and former Ninja Warrior Australia star Kwame Dua.
Khan could just be called Khan.
Yeah.
And spelling, I'm assuming it's like Khan.
Yeah.
There you go.
Like Khan from the Star Trek The Wrath of Khan.
Like Shao Kahn from Mortal Kombat.
Oh, that too, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's probably a little bit more threatening in a violence sense. I recommend getting ready to watch that.
I am.
Australian Gladiators.
I'm ready to watch it right now.
Mark 3.
Yeah.
Something I have watched, though,
speaking of Australian shows,
is Mother and Son.
Okay, good.
Because I love Denise Scott.
Uh-huh.
And I think Matt O'Kine's okay.
That's at least how you start spelling his name.
True. Good one.
Thank you.
Oh, there was applause. I got to learn.
Top left.
That's longer than it needs to be.
Yeah, top left.
That was top left for me. Top left for you.
I actually then meant bottom left. Your top right, anyway.
B.
Left hand green.
B.
Fucking, I don't know.
Line 1, position 2.
Bring that back.
Oh, bring that back.
Oh, James
They did.
Sherry.
Remember when they changed it from Now You See It to Download?
No.
So it was called Now You See It, right? Because you got to
Because
reveal...
the point is that you look at it and you see it.
Yeah, but you also get to reveal bits.
Yeah.
Then, in an effort to keep up with this newfangled technology,
Download.
they changed it to Download.
Yeah.
Which meant that you downloaded the letters into line 1, position 2.
That's right.
Yeah. All right, I've got to write some
Mother
notes.
and son.
All right, no, I've got to find Now You See It for all these people that don't know what the fuck I'm talking about.
While you're doing that, can
put
you
on
also find amazing?
TikTok, a asterisk.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Thank you.
Yep. Yeah. While you do it, find James Sherry's back catalogue, including being the ground announcer at Marvel Stadium for Essendon's home games. I'm not going to do all of that. All right.
Fine.
But I am going to find Now You See It, and I am going to find some Australian.
Are you going to find
gladiators.
the Blue Heelers episode where James Sherry plays a gay hairdresser?
Oh, I'm not up to that yet.
No surprise how that ends in a country town.
Death. Mother and Son.
Yes.
It's rebooted, written and starring Matt O'Kine.
Oh, okay.
He is good.
Yeah, right.
All right. To be honest, I didn't watch the original.
Yes, but we know the original.
But you are aware as an Australian person of the original Mother and Son.
Comb over guy and old
Yeah.
lady. Yeah.
And so I've watched a few episodes. Denise Scott is very good.
Yes.
She's very Denise Scott.
Yeah.
And she's very funny. It is quite diverse without seeming like it's intentionally diverse.
Okay.
So Denise Scott is widowed by her late husband who was African.
Right.
Senegalese, I'm trying to say off the top of my head.
Okay.
That results in Matt O'Kine, because that was one question,
Yes.
because they don't look similar.
They don't.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then Matt O'Kine has a sister whose partner is Virginia Gay, who's very good and very funny.
Uh-huh.
She took over from Georgie Parker on All Saints.
Yeah.
And recently won Thank God You're Here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Spoiler.
That's the highlight of her career.
She was also on Dancing with the Stars.
Oh, well, that's the real highlight. Did she
Yeah.
win? Doesn't count. Doesn't count.
Yeah.
Because then if she did win, she'd be up there with Liz Ellis.
I mean, Liz Ellis, Australian reality TV show royalty, and that's all.
Yeah. That's the reason she's hosting Gladiators.
She's definitely not like the greatest player of any sport.
You little
Not
buddy
any
with your
sport, of a sport is what I
chip
meant.
in your shoulder.
Yeah. You wouldn't say that. You wouldn't say that about if it was hosted by Gary Ablett.
If I isolated that, I could run with a clickbait headline that says, Brett from 2 out of 3 recommend says that Liz Ellis is the goat of goats.
You know what? I don't even think she's the greatest ever netball player, so that's fine.
The greatest sports person of any sport. Of any time period.
Any time period.
In the history of invented sport going back to Mount Olympus.
Sorry, Michael Phelps.
Sorry.
Don Bradman. Michael Jordan. Bobby Hill. Sorry.
Michael Van Gerwen, darts.
Michael Van Gerwen. Sorry, Michael Winterbottom. I don't know who won Bathurst.
I don't think Michael Winterbottom's raced for a while.
Mark Winterbottom.
Yeah, Michael Winterbottom.
Craig Lamb's still driving around his car.
Sorry to two of our uncles that are just yelling at their radio right now because their nephews know nothing about cars.
I was watching a bit of it the other day at the pub.
Yeah.
Wow. Australian.
Well done.
And I was just like, I don't get it. But it's exciting because they sometimes go like this close to the wall.
Close to each other as well.
Yeah. Cray. Anyway.
And
so mother and son.
But also on the TV, you don't quite get a sense of what 280 kilometres an hour is.
Yeah.
Like, I worked at the Grand Prix one year and saw the V8s going around the track because I was working on the practice day. They go fast. Like, when you just watch, it's just like they go vroom, 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 vroom.
I don't know how they all don't
then when
die.
They go past you, there was an 18-year-old racing at Bathurst. Like,
has he still got his red peas on it?
When the middle brother was 18,
he drove into a rock.
Drove into a rock the day he got his license.
Yeah.
This kid's racing in Bathurst.
And it was the rock's fault. So mother and son.
Watch it. It's funny. If you don't like Australian sitcoms, don't watch it.
Oh, I'm out.
But Matt O'Kine is good. Denise Scott is very good. I learnt recently that she was undergoing cancer treatment while filming the show.
Denise.
Didn't tell a lot of people because she didn't want them to not do the show.
Yes.
Like, she's like, no, I'm fucking doing it.
What an Australian TV legend.
She is a legend. She's an Australian comedy legend. I'll never forget when I went to see her at the Comedy Festival, and it was in the
It's another thing that you were the youngest in the crowd for.
Yeah. It was the third level of the Swedish club off Collins Lane or something.
Collins Lane?
We walked
that
off.
Doesn't exist, but continue.
It does. They rename it after Colin Lane for the Comedy Festival. And
That was Tish. That was very good. That was fine. Bottom left.
We walked up, me and Erin's boyfriend, now husband. We would have been like 20.
Yes.
Erin that we bumped into at the Cause.
Yeah.
We would have been like 20.
Yeah.
And we walked up these stairs, and to get to the room, you actually had to walk past her dressing room.
Oh, really?
And she was in there. And she must have seen us in the mirror, and she's turned around and she's like, "You're not here for me." We're like, yeah. Is it through here? She's like, yeah. She just goes, "You're too fucking young to be in my crowd."
She should have shouted you out in the show.
I wish she had.
Do you
one of
remember
the last shows before
ones?
she started doing all of them with Judith Lucy. So I'm glad I got to see her.
The comedy one I remember, it was in like a little tent thing. It was those sisters.
The Kransky sisters at the Spiegel tent.
And they do this little oompa weirdo music.
They're very funny. They're like the Addams Family, but with oompa and comedy songs.
Do you remember when it was like they needed someone to go on stage?
Yeah.
And she was walking around the seats and she was getting closer and picked the guy next to you.
Yeah, I was dying.
Yeah, and then
dying.
Went up and then he had to put on an outfit. And I went over to him like, that's why I didn't pick me. I wouldn't have fit in the outfit.
So I love comedy, but I cannot stand being picked on. And if I ever do
get picked on, I want it to be on that Jessica Kirson woman's TikTok.
Oh, she's funny.
I want her to pick on me. Yeah.
Well, apparently, I've heard comedians say a lot of them are doing more crowd work now because that's what gets the engagement on TikTok.
Yeah.
Is the crowd work rather than the bits.
And you know who's not funny?
Who?
Matt Rife.
He has moments.
No.
But he is hotter than he is funny.
Yep.
Yeah.
Anyway, so would you recommend Mother and Son?
I would recommend Mother and Son if you like Denise Scott or Matt O'Kine or Australian comedy. It's funny, but also has feels which sitcoms have to have these days.
They have to. You can't just be a funny show.
Well, and you also shouldn't have a laugh track. So you need to be more than just funny.
Does it have a laugh? It doesn't have a laugh track.
No, God, no.
Australian TV shows don't have laugh tracks?
I can't think of an Australian multi-camera sitcom. We've talked previously about multi-camera sitcoms like Big Bang Theory, Back to Seinfeld and The Nanny. I can't think of an Australian multi-camera sitcom.
We don't really do sitcoms.
Yeah, we do. Utopia, Fisk.
Yeah, okay.
Like just off the top of my head.
Yeah.
But I like a studio audience or laugh track.
Yeah.
Kath and Kim we just watched in
That's
between
true.
episodes. Yeah, I can't think of a laugh track / studio audience.
Apologies to all
Australian
those shows
sitcom.
that I forgot existed.
No, well, I think because they're not multi-camera sitcoms.
Because they're not American style with the... Yeah.
And I think... I was thinking about this. I think that's gone as a genre.
I think so too. I think we discussed this
Big Bang
recently
Theory
because
has been the end of it.
I was watching something and I was like, this humour isn't a thing anymore. I can't remember what it was.
Oh, yeah. We watched something.
How I Met Your Father.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think Big Bang Theory is possibly, or maybe How I Met Your Father. Big Bang Theory is the last big multi-camera laugh track / studio audience sitcom that we will see.
Yeah, they might come
Until
back.
someone reboots it in a mockumentary style.
Yeah.
Like in a... No, but like in an ironic style.
Yes, okay.
Like, look at this new thing we come up with in 30 years. And we're like, that's when we're old. Like, we'll be 60 going, this is what I fucking grew up on.
Yeah, when they come up with some, like, musical TV series about awkward outcasts, I'm like, back in my day, they just called this Glee and the chick couldn't read. That's what it's going to be like.
Oh, do you want my conspiracy theory of the week?
Oh, is it the... Okay, wait. I thought of one the other day and I completely forgot. I should have written it down, damn it, because I think it was real.
I love that Ben and Harry Mackay aren't brothers.
Oh, yeah.
They're only one of them.
They're the same person, and now they're going to play at Essendon.
Are they?
Yeah, he got
Both
traded. Not Harry, Ben.
Oh, okay.
Ben got traded.
So when they play each other, one of them will have to be out. That's always been the way.
And it'll
Carlton
be Essendon and
Carlton.
Carlton.
Yeah, one of them will have to be out.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's my conspiracy theory. What good deed did you do during the week other than supporting a local distillery?
I thought of something and I forgot.
I've been trading off the fact that I helped a man push his car in the rain.
Did I buy more people drinks?
That's 2 weeks.
I bought chocolates for my office.
Oh, lovely.
Because it was World Mental Health Day last week.
Yeah.
And I was like, you know what helps mental health? Chocolate. So I went down to Coles and got a box of favourites.
Oh, well
and I
done.
just put them in the kitchen and just was like, people will eat them. 10 minutes later, they were gone.
Of course.
And I ate 4 of them. Well, I had to get the boost before someone took the boost.
Oh, yeah, and the drink.
And then I came back later because I know that nobody would eat all the Turkish Delights. So
You like them?
I love Turkish Delight.
I thought you would go straight for the Dream.
I love a Dream.
I know you like the white chocolate.
All right. There isn't much chocolate I don't like, to be honest. So, but Boost, Dream is good. Milky Bar with cookies in it.
Not Milky Bar Milo.
Not Milky Bar Milo.
No. It's too...
Kit Kat. I had a Kit Kat mint the other day. That was good.
Oh, yeah.
Aero's good.
I prefer a Kit Kat Chunky to a normal Kit Kat.
Yes, so did I. That's the one I got. It was Kit Kat Chunky with mint in it.
I'll have to try that. They'll have it at 7-Eleven.
It was kind of like an Aero, but with more chocolate.
And wafer.
A twirl. Twirls are good.
Yeah. I'm going to have a Curly
Should I
Whirly.
just keep naming?
I'm going to have a Curly Whirly tomorrow.
Okay. I'm going to
what's
have
not
a
great?
Tim Tam.
Chomp.
I was never a fan of Chomp.
No. Anyway, that's it. What's your favourite chocolate, dear listener?
And why is it Cadbury Old Gold?
Can you join our Facebook group?
Yep.
And let us know of an Australian multi-camera studio audience / laugh track sitcom.
Yes, please.
Because I'm sure there has been one, but it was
that
pre-us.
A sketch show.
Yeah. Sitcom.
Situation
comedy.
Scripted comedy.
One more thing about sitcoms.
Yeah.
I saw a reel the other day, and it was the guy who plays Jay Peterman in Seinfeld.
Yeah, he was in, he's in Adam's Family Values.
No, not Mr. Pitt. Mr. Peterman. The one with the catalogue.
Oh, the one that goes overseas with Elaine?
Yeah,
and they date for a bit?
Opium
and
den.
he talks a lot.
Talks about the opium den and
he
Elaine.
Talks a lot.
No, in Elaine...
Next up, Buttersville. Yeah.
No, that's Mr. Pitt.
I know. That's just funny. Anyway.
I was trying to wrap this episode up.
Reel.
But let's keep going. Saw this reel of him that plays Jay Peterman. And he said the sign that started, and this what got me hooked. So they've edited this very well into a reel.
Yep.
The Seinfeld scripts were not funny.
Okay.
Right? But then what he went on to say, and I'm surprised I haven't seen an article saying Jay Peterman says Seinfeld isn't funny.
Yeah.
And then makes me click through. But it hooked me with the reel bait. He then goes on to say he'd done other sitcoms, and it was like lead line, punchline, lead line, punchline.
Yep.
Right? Joke, joke, joke.
Yep.
But when he was doing the character of Jay Peterman for Seinfeld, Larry and Jerry were just like, you play this as straight as you can. And your storyline is just going to be straight for 20 minutes. And then at the 21st minute, you and Elaine are going to have a moment that, because you've played it straight for 20 minutes, is going to be hilarious.
Okay.
And so rather than lead line, punchline back and forth for 20 minutes, it's just these interweaving storylines that as they go, the situation of sitcom is the funny bit.
Yeah.
Rather than the joke, the line is the funny bit. And he said that's what makes Seinfeld good, and it makes it still different and still stand up to this day, even though a couple of episodes probably are cancelled.
I'm looking
at you, Kramer's tanning bed.
If you're a 90s sitcom or an early 2000s sitcom that doesn't have a TV show, an episode that's been cancelled,
you weren't trying hard enough.
You weren't trying hard enough.
No.
Wait.
Yeah?
Maybe. Yeah. There's some interesting language about the T and the LGBT in earlier episodes, I believe.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
That doesn't surprise me.
Yes. But not Scrubs doing blackface.
Yeah, or Kramer falling asleep in a tanning bed before he goes to meet his girlfriend.
Or Ross doing the same thing.
Yeah.
He doesn't overtan. He overtans. Yep.
I've seen a couple of things as well where they're just like, we took the laugh track out of Friends and Ross is just a creep. So keep an eye out for that on your TikTok now, Brett, now that I've said it.
Thank you.
It'll be there. That's it for 2 out of 3 recommend this week. Sorry about the tangents, but really you should know by now that that's what we're doing.
Yeah.
This week on Two Drink Cinema, we are watching The Addams Family Values.
Yay.
As our second movie for our Halloween series. So get on to watch that. You don't have to have watched Addams Family to watch Addams Family Values.
I don't know.
But watch them both together. Don't worry about reunion. Like and subscribe, rating and review. Thank you, Brett.
Thanks, Lee. Bottom left. Oh. Thanks for listening to 2 out of 3 recommend. We would like to acknowledge the traditional owners of the land on which this podcast was produced and pay our respects to elders past and present.
If you'd like to support the podcast and become a member, gaining early access to episodes and an exclusive episode each month, sign up as a member using the link in the show notes.
If there's something you'd like to recommend to us, get in touch on the socials or in our Facebook group.
Make sure you subscribe to the podcast on your podcast app or on YouTube. Leave us a rating and review and tell your friends.